Deep in the projects where y'all can't come. Juvenile life get treated just like scum. Rap artists, they emerge on the surface. Thus they be gifted with the architect tongue. Don the big tie, automatically high. Custom made razor blade, still sharper than sharp. Sonny here, meet my new dart. Rip you apart, strip you, flip you. Somersault, wheel cart, sweet bitches. Try to battle with the real tart. Every day my cliche poetry escapade keep generating, accelerating, exterminating cherry heads. Run for cover, I'm the rap Danny Glover. Ask your people about Capadonna Lethal. Read it in the Staten Island Advance. I pack a big dick in my pants. I spend food stamps, fuck illusion, vocabulary intrusion. Cooling in the hotel with Holiday and Tiffany. Balls up in the chimney, taking the risk. All on my chest, be my satellite disc. Poppy Wardrobe King, the rap therapist. From the stat, wherever we at, it's fat shit. What you talking about, bitch?
Okay, running late. I got a game in about 2 hours and burned through this. Not burned through it, but burned through it. Travis Scott has not been quiet. Sir, where have you been? Sir, where have you been? Travis Scott has not been quiet. What year was he quiet? What year? Every year that man's doing something. He's at what? It's okay. It's okay. I'm not a Travis Scott fan, but I'm a Travis Scott fan. My man been working. And this is going to be a Travis Scott appreciation show. This is a I told you so about Travis Scott and the whole Astro World thing. Yeah, I'm a victory lap again. Listen, if I don't get anything, if I've never gotten anything right since I've been on YouTube, the Travis Scott thing, I saw that a mile away. I called that shit early. So I'm gonna run it into the ground. Travis Scott Appreciation Day. Working for a rapper in Houston at the moment. It's been crickets here. Would you agree that Travis is a little bit bigger than Houston? Just it's okay. It's okay. Once again, this is Travis Scott Appreciation Day. I'm here for it. Hey, I'm working on our stuff. So when I sit down and actually, so I'll give you a heads up. Yes, man, Travis Scott has not been quiet. So there's not a year where his name is not mentioned in some huge festival show, something. Okay, Travis, stay working. I'm happy for him. Why would I not be? Like he is, like him and Kanye, man. Like, let's just get to it. So I'm gonna keep it real simple tonight. I'm gonna stay on topic. So let's go here first. Let's go to the HBCUs, because the last time I made an HBCU video or live stream, some of y'all, I know you did. HBCUs are trash. Howard University, I don't know what to tell y'all. Are you gonna send your kid to Howard University? Some of y'all will, some of y'all won't. Let's go. We're here for it. We're here for it. HBCU slander. Get it together.
I don't like being emotional.
Let's get it together, people.
I don't like showing any sort of fear. But never in my life have I been so disappointed.
What happened?
Never in my life have I gotten so far and worked so hard for it to be stripped from me on a random Wednesday, when I was promised and told by people that what I was doing was okay, that everything was fine, and that my scholarships could come through later.
Okay, so let's get you up to speed. Howard University facing freshman backlash after more than 100 students say they were abruptly dropped from fall classes and marked inactive on July 22nd because of past due balances just 13 days before move-in. A student-led petition claims some were awaiting financial aid and had previously been told balances below $5,000 would not prevent them from attending. Howard's financial agreement states that unpaid balances can result in students being dropped from their classes. This is not the first time Bison have organized against the university. In 2021, students occupied the Blackburn University Center for more than a month over reports of mold, rodents, flooding, and inadequate housing. I remember that. Howard's endowment stood at $1.12 billion in 2025. The university is celebrated as the mecca of black education, but students should not have to keep organizing and occupying buildings to receive basic support. Let's continue.
And then I'm suddenly unenrolled from a dream school, from a school that I worked so hard to get into, to afford to go to, because my mother wasn't able to.
And just go to another school.
Hi everyone, my name is
Chrisette
Jones, an incoming freshman at Howard University. At least I was. Today, me and several hundred others of incoming freshmen at Howard University was unenrolled from the university today. The reasoning in an email was unpaid tuition balances.
Oh shit, my bad.
Every student's situation is different. My situation, I only owed $9,000. And I personally was having issues on the website where we pay our tuition balance. And I wasn't able to pay until today. But in other student situations, they still had scholarships pending, military benefits pending, and we are currently 2 weeks before we have to move in. Tell me, Howard, what am I and hundreds of other students supposed to do now?
Okay, so they've been letting Howard have it. I love you, but you stay embarrassing yourself, and by extension, your students and alumni. If your own website says that tuition isn't due until August 3rd, why were hundreds of incoming freshmen enrolled for unpaid balances on 7/22? Especially when many of them have communicated that they're waiting on military benefits, loans, and external scholarships to be dispersed. It's not their fault that y'all over-enrolled again. Is this the same Howard that got your kids in shipping cargo containers? Is this the same university? Wait. Is this the same university that got y'all's kids housing in shipping containers? Or is it another black school? I forget. There's so many issues with all these HBCUs. I tend to lose count. What school is it that got those black kids in shipping containers? Let's continue. Howard University is a prime example of how we pedestalize things in the black community so much that year after year they get things egregiously wrong, but folks won't let the legacy go. And when there's a call for accountability, folks have a willingness to protect the abuse in the name of that legacy and brand. And I'm speaking as someone with not only two parents who are HU alumni, but multiple generations of cousins. I got one there now, my sister's husband and both his parents and sister. Okay. Over 100 kids unenrolled from Howard a month before that start date could mean we just lost 3 to 4 more future doctors. Yeah, well, you know, I know. It's so bad. Even Jamal Bryant came out and said something. That's bad.
Tonight, students at Howard University fed up with what they are calling unsafe.
Okay, let's keep it going. Wait. Because some of y'all got offended because y'all went to an HBCU. And I'm just like, don't get mad at me because I said not for my child. You do what you want with your child. Me will not be going to no goddamn HBCU. You know, let's keep it going.
I just got off the phone with Howard University and my contacts and my representatives there. And before I tell you what they told me, Lord Jesus Christ, this is what I want you to do. If you are an incoming freshman in the class of 2030, a future Howard Bison, or the parent of a future Bison, here's what I need you to do. If you believed you received today's email in error and you would like a review of your account, you're going to email the following address: enrollmentmanagement@howard.edu. Enrollment management is all one word. I'm going to put it here on the screen. Enrollmentmanagement@howard.edu. You're going to provide your child's Howard Bison ID, and you're going to provide any receipts, documentation that can prove that this was an error. There are people standing by and ready tonight to review your account. That's how serious this is. All right, so if you don't know, hundreds of families and students that are incoming Bison for Howard University class of 2030 received emails tonight stating that they were unenrolled from the college. because they did not make 50% of their payment by July 10th. I spoke to hundreds of you tonight. Many of you are on the GI Bill. You're waiting for veterans benefits to come in. Many of you are Bill Gates scholars, Jackie Robinson scholars, Coca-Cola scholars, waiting for Scholarship America. Those checks usually are not cut until August or September. I know because Liz has many of them. Many of you are waiting for the college themselves to disburse the loans, direct loans, subsidized loans, unsubsidized loans, Parent Plus loans. You were reaching out to them, calling them, emailing them, and no one was calling you back. You got questions? I got answers. I called somebody tonight. We had a lovely conversation. Let me tell you what they said. Remember, I am just a messenger. Do what you will with this information from the college. So the class of 2030.
Okay, I know. Child. Why? This should not be happening, y'all. This should not be happening. This should not be happening at all. And it keeps happening. It very much is a different world. Yes, it is. But Sly, there's 20 other. I know there's 20 other HBC. I know. I hear what y'all saying. Let's go
to your dream college, then finding out just weeks before school starts that you've been unenrolled. That's what dozens of incoming Howard University students say happened to them yesterday. Several of them showed News 4 copies of an email they received from the university saying they had missed a payment deadline on July 10th, and as a result, they lost their place in the freshman class. News 4's Amy Cho joins us live from the newsroom with more. Amy, I can't imagine what these students and their families are going through right now.
Yeah, certainly such a stressful, chaotic time for them. Many of those students told me they were waiting on financial aid and scholarships, which typically do not get sent out until August. The students say they were blindsided yesterday to learn Howard University had revoked their spots in the freshman class. And now, with move-in day less than 2 weeks away, the students are scrambling to figure out what to do.
This is embarrassing.
Isabella Williams had already packed her truck and was supposed to start driving from Alabama to D.C. today. The incoming Howard freshman was scheduled to move in this weekend to start an early internship with the school's football team. But yesterday, she got a letter saying she had missed a July 10th payment deadline and no longer had a spot at Howard.
For us to suddenly be unenrolled from what is most of our dream schools is heartbreaking. It's confusing.
Williams says she had scholarships to cover the rest of the balance and had sent documents to Howard informing them the money was coming in August.
I put in so many hours, late nights to apply for scholarships to make sure that I could go to the school of my dreams comfortably, and to have that ripped away isn't fair.
And she's not the only one.
I repped them so hard. Okay, I repped them so hard, and I just don't feel like I'm being supported or repped back.
I graduated early. I graduated my junior year, and I had a 4.0, and I did all of that just to get into Howard University. And now I can't go to Howard University.
Marley Cofield says as of July 11th, her account balance was negative, and Howard actually owed her money because she had more aid and scholarships than tuition would have cost. Howard University declined our request for an interview, but sent News 4 a statement saying they did repeated outreach to students and families.
Now, this ain't no diss to nobody, but there are content creators out here that go by the data saying your kids have a higher graduation rate from HBCUs and PWIs. Who gives a fuck when this is going on? Who cares?
Between March and July, informing them of the payment deadlines. They said the outreach included emails, personalized financial aid information, videos, and prep sessions. The school also said in the statement, "We understand that the enrollment update that was issued yesterday is difficult and disappointing for students and their families, but that confirming enrollment is essential to planning academic programs, housing, financial aid, and student support services." The school says it'll give students a refund for any payments and scholarship dollars they had already sent. However, the deposits they put down for tuition and housing, $800 worth, that's non-refundable.
Yeah, you ain't getting
all of
that
my
back.
deposits, I had to make GoFundMes to raise that money because my family is low income. So we just had to come up with the money out of nowhere by these certain dates, which we've done.
Howard University told the students who were unenrolled they can apply again next year as a transfer student. We asked them if that's something they would consider. The answer was no.
Hell no.
What's to say that they won't do it again or they do something else?
I don't think that's fair to myself. I don't think it's fair to switch universities.
Now, Howard University says for the students with pending scholarships and financial aid, they are reviewing those cases and will consider relevant circumstances. Back to you.
Well, meantime, these students have to figure out where they're going to go to college in the fall with no time. All right, Amy, thanks so much for sharing that story.
You done lost a bunch of brilliant young black minds just like that. Just like that. I know. Now, which school is it that got the kids in shipping containers? Wait. Was it Howard? I don't know. I forget. Let me go revisit that. HBCU shipping container housing. What school is that? What the fuck school is this? Oh, it's several. Okay. Wait. It's several. It's Fisk University partnered with Custom Container Living to install 51 modular units, creating a $4 million shipping container village. You want to send your kid to school for them to live in a shipping container village. I know. But your kids have a higher graduation rate from an HBCU than a PWI. You got it, man. You got it. This is where you want your kids to...
Housing has just been approved for a local HBCU. A new kind of housing has just been approved for a local HBCU. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brooke Buckner.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. The North Little Rock City Council voted tonight to allow Shorter College to bring in shipping containers that'll be converted into student housing. New tonight, T311's Catherine Rowley explains how the refitting provides fitting spaces for students.
North Little Rock has an opportunity to be a leader, not just in Arkansas, but in the region.
Converting shipping containers into student housing is a new concept for many, but the college calls it a cost-efficient way to provide more on-campus options.
Benefits local businesses, supports the tax base, builds a skilled workforce pipeline, and strengthens the long-term vitality of our city.
College President Jeffrey Norfleet says that after researching several alternatives, shipping containers offered a viable solution.
This space will allow us another 48 to 50 beds in which we can house additional students. A lot of students, traditional age students, are wanting to stay on campus, want to be a part of that campus community.
North Little Rock's City Council member Linda Robinson says that the plan allows the city to use a planned unit development, a measure that lets the project move forward while still meeting the city's codes and preserving the area's look and feel.
We say that the building itself has to match what's already there, you know, the color and all. We may say the height has to match the height that's there.
The overall goal is to strengthen community ties by bringing more students on campus. And
this is what you want to send your kids to do, to live in shipping containers. Yeah,
a new kind of housing has just been approved for a local HBCU. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Brooke Buckner.
And I'm Rolly Hoyt. The North Little Rock City Council voted tonight to allow Shorter College to bring in shipping containers that'll be converted into student housing.
What was the other school? Because I covered that. I forget which one. Yeah, it was Fisk. Here we go. Fisk University. Y'all need to be ashamed of y'all damn self.
They loved the layout, how spacious it was. That was definitely something that caught me off guard.
Being able to be a part of a project where we can provide housing for the student, it makes my heart happy and proud to know that we could achieve this.
And then don't have me get into the social engineering aspect of it, because they don't refer to it as housing. The kids call it when I get back to my container. You are not sardines. Why is this white man vice president of a HBCU?
Fisk University
I know. Slide, come on, slide. Yeah. Y'all give me all the excuses y'all want. I get it.
5 or 6 years.
I get it.
And upward of 70% increase in enrollment. and we sit
You're
on
not
the.
even from this country, sir. How are you a vice president at an HBCU, sir? You're not even from this country. I know. Give me all y'all excuses. I know.
Small, it's not gonna work out at all. When they say like a container, I imagine exactly what it is, a container. To be completely honest,
Isn't this the idea they wanted to do for homeless people? Okay.
I wasn't the most excited about it.
We have built residence halls, but we have not built micro apartments from shipping containers. And so
I want y'all to hear how the kids are already programmed to say when I get back to my container, ma'am, you guys are not sardines. You deserve proper housing. This ain't it. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I refuse to send my child, and I don't give a damn how furnished and cozy it is inside. You in a goddamn shipping container. This was an idea they proposed for homeless people, yes?
It's pretty exhilarating.
When I FaceTimed my mom, she was like, oh my gosh, like it's so nice. You're basically in an apartment. And when my friends came over, she was like, this is basically my apartment in a container. So I really loved the layout.
No, this ain't it.
How spacious it was. That was definitely something that caught me off guard. I really did think it was going to be small, but it's a really nice size. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people from seeing them would think that it's really hot on the inside, but
damn, you showed that they sure were living in shipping containers. Hell yeah, they sure were. They sure were.
At least my container is really cold. Like I'll be in a hoodie, some sweatpants, my blanket. So it really does hold the cold air really, really nicely. Once I learned about like tiny homes and container homes, I really liked them and wanted to live in them. So actually being able to live in a micro apartment senior year kind of solidified that I would live in a container home. So when I first got
you know what? This may be cool for your child, and there's nothing wrong with that, but not mine, okay? No. Now listen to how the programming is already set in her mind. Listen to how she refers.
So when I first got into my container,
Could you imagine telling somebody, hey, come back to the container with me? What? You see how it's already being programmed in your children's heads that they don't even deserve the proper a term that proper housing term. You get reduced down to a container, sir. They're not food. They're not leftover food from last night's dinner. Those you put in containers. What are you trying to contain? Y'all, all you etymology experts, will break down the word contain. Yeah, okay. And now you're applying this to black children? Chat. Yeah, go ahead and make more videos about how super productive black. Okay, all day. Okay. And means nothing if your child is living like this. I'm cool.
FaceTime my family and friends, and they were actually just as impressed as I was about how everything was organized.
Yeah, you're already programming them to not be able to not process the idea of owning a house. I agree. That's not their fault. But you're already programming these kids to not want better. Now, are the white kids, are the PWIs going through this? Hell no. But you know what? I'll leave it at that. Make of it what you will. Oh no, you guys are brutal. I just don't like this for it's the programming. Like this kid got enough low self-esteem as is, and now just adding further insult to injury. Like this ain't the way, man. But like I said, go ahead and run your data about all the false positives of sending your child. Hey, it's okay. What works for you okay. Not mine. We're talking shipping containers. We're talking shipping containers. That is insane to me. These were ideas they were proposing for homeless people. Nah, son. All right, let's go here. Let's go to Auston Holleman real quick. Poor guy. Austin's going through it, man. Let's go through Auston Holleman. I guess he's leaving Kenya. I guess that Pan-African shit ain't working out the way. First O'Shea, now Auston Holleman. Well, listen. See how it feels when they not like us. It reverses back on you like an Uno card. They're gonna hit you with reverse Uno. You not like us. You look at me. You not like us.
For years telling me that, oh, I'm not coming to Africa. Africa cannot be as good as you claim it is. You need to leave Africa. Those people don't really like us. Well, today I'm going to tell you that I've made the decision to agree with you, not on what you've said, but I'm going to agree that you've gotten what you wanted and you have won. I'm making this video to say an announcement. I don't give a fuck if you care about me announcing it or not. I am relocating out of Africa, and I am going to continue doing what I was doing before I ever decided to permanently relocate to Africa 2 years ago in August 2024. Now, the reason that this is happening now, when it should have happened about a year ago, was because if you guys don't remember the last video that I did, if you guys have been watching my live streams, you know all this pretty much by now. But the recent incident that I had at Gecko was God's final sign to me that I have no more of a benefit.
Okay, so what happened? Because I don't keep up with this guy. So what happened? What happened at Gecko? What happened at Gecko, sir, young man? Let's see. They just don't. Here we go again. Enough already. No. That's not it. He said a video. Maybe he meant a live stream. Two days ago, I was quitting YouTube. Okay, we're switching to streaming. Money's starting to get funny, I see. Should we move to Malaysia? Should we leave Kenya? That was 2 weeks ago. I don't want to go through all this. Okay, that doesn't mean that he's leaving the country. Let's just get back to it. I don't want to go through all. I don't feel like doing research like that. Let's go.
Of living in Africa. No more. Will I be back to visit? Absolutely, yes. I have many countries throughout the continent I want to go to, but I do not need to permanently reside there. That incident that happened there showed me no matter how much you do, the culture, it will always be there to stab you in the back. And that has been the story of Africa for centuries, literally. Before colonization, there's a very betraying culture there. And that doesn't mean that every...
Is Nick... Wait, what? But Sly, what if they came from the hood? This is a step up for them. Boom Kwee and him might see this as an upgrade from fifth. Well, I'm done. I'm not doing this with you, Nick. I don't want no black child in a shipping container. I don't care how nicely furnished it is. It's still a shipping container. I don't want to see no black kid. For them to get out of the hood, to go through all of what they go through, and to get a chance to leave and see the world and just explore options and be challenged and, just have their minds just open to all types of possibilities of life, and to reduce them to a shipping container. I don't want that for black kids. That's horrible. That's terrible. And you're already programming these kids to not want, to pursue the dream of home ownership. You can give me all the reasons not to own a home. But listen, at the end of the day, this is going to be a techno feudal society anyway. You better own something. The
African is like that, because I have plenty, if not thousands, of Africans all across the continent that love my content, that love how I portrayed Africa. But anybody that is a genuine person, that is not a damn liar or is not a snake oil salesman, knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I've done several videos talking about this. Okay, and there's a reputation for this all around the world when it comes to Africans. Now, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, where it was like, okay, no matter how much I've done, corruption can get in the way. Some random person in another country, because remember, with that situation, the manager told me somebody in the United States texted him complaining, saying that I was invading people's privacy. I don't know how the hell somebody in another country's privacy can be invaded, but that's neither here nor there. We've already crossed that bridge. I don't need to bring it up.
Problem he had in Brazil, recording You know, some of these countries don't like the phone you video recording in open public. So you gotta know what the laws are and what etiquettes, what's etiquette or not, proper etiquette when you whip out that phone, because some countries don't like it. And it's typically all they see is Americans do everything. You know, we've seen the backlash when Japan put out the flyers with the monkeys. Like, black people, stop doing weird stuff. You know.
I've already said everything I need to say. You can go watch the video if you want to find out more and see the real footage of what happened. Besides this, my content, my career, I'm a YouTuber if you don't know by now, was being affected because simply of something that myself and many other content creators have complained about across the continent, which is that you cannot record simply anywhere. Now, some countries in Africa is worse than others. Like Kenya had the worst of that shit with not being able to record nowhere. But all across the continent of Africa, in Mozambique, Namibia, Kenya, you name it, Uganda, you simply cannot record anywhere. And that's okay. But that's just not okay for me. People follow my channel to see me document my journeys.
Okay, see, this is that American entitlement. This is why the term, what's the term they call Americans? Oh, what is the term? I don't know. It's something with, it's a derogatory term for Americans. But you're adding to that. So he's upset that basically he can't do what he wants to do in someone else's entire whole country. That American entitlement is, jeez.
Of me going around the world, whether if I'm in Asia, Africa, Latin America, or Europe. And if I go to a restaurant and I decide to record myself in a wall and I get thrown out the restaurant for that.
Yes, ugly Americans. Thank you, Cynical. Yeah, we're called ugly Americans. Now you see why.
Or if I decide to literally take a selfie inside of a fucking mall and I go get brought into a room and get extorted for recording, it is a idiotic, counterproductive decision to make to be a travel content creator. Now, am I transitioning into a different niche? Absolutely. But do I still enjoy and have a passion for sitting on live streams for 8 to 12 hours and entertaining my audience? Absolutely, I do. Am I going to stop doing that when there's other places where I could do it? Absolutely not. So it limited my content and it added actual stress onto my life to where I feel like I can't even be me, something that I've been doing. Right now, I'm here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I've been recording any and everything. And if anybody does get in the camera, they say, hey, where are you from? I'm from USA. They point at the camera and say, hey, welcome to Malaysia. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but when we have to look at the odds and I can weigh the benefits, the pros and the cons, and I use content creation to make my money, which one makes more sense? What would you do? I mean, literally in Africa, there is so much of this privacy BS. I'm not even bullshitting you.
Wow.
You could probably go record a tree and then post it on Snapchat or, Instagram or YouTube, and you probably get a letter from somebody saying that their house is in the background 50 miles away and they can see it with a damn telescope. I'm not even exaggerating, dude. So the thing is, I am a content creator, and the overextension of privacy, you would think you were in fucking China or North Korea somewhere, like it's a police state. That's not going to work for me, okay? On top of that, there was an extreme amount of increased hostility towards me once I returned back to Africa after my last Southeast Asia tour we went through for.
So he didn't learn from Brazil at all. So you know what? Good. I'm glad this is happening to you because you hard-headed. So life gonna learn you. So let life learn him the lessons he need to learn, y'all. That's all. That's it. We'll sit back and eat this popcorn and laugh and giggle and do the whole Leo DiCaprio gif. He's like, pointing at the camera like, shh. We'll do that to him.
Or countries a couple months ago.
Don't feel sorry for this dude.
I had a very, very big circle of people in Kenya. I had a lot of friends. I mean, man, you would think I was a popular kid in high school. When I got back, it wasn't there the same way. There's plenty of people that I hung around with hundreds of times in 2025, 2024. I have yet to hear from. There's people at the gym that I used to go to that I seen out and about that actively tried to avoid me. I don't know if and some of my subscribers brought up that this is something that happened when Z came around. If you guys know, Z is my girlfriend from Namibia. Whenever she came around, and I would agree, a lot of this random.
I thought he was married. I thought they got married, so he was faking the whole time. Oh, okay. So we play married. Gotcha.
Negative, repelling energy came about. So this all leaves me feeling mentally drained and feeling like I have to constantly watch my back. And as I said before, I'm surprised I didn't die in 2025. The amount of house parties with the wicked people, not all of them, but there was a number of people that would show up to my house parties while I was there, and I was very drunk, and anything could have happened to me. You know, I mean, imagine if I got too drunk and I passed out while people were there and I didn't have anybody that I could actually trust. You probably wouldn't see me making this video right now. You have to have a very tight-knit circle because not all Americans in Africa can you trust. Them niggas ain't no better. You know, they are probably just as bad as the locals when it comes to certain things, when it comes to scamming. And I don't think it's a very friendly environment for me to grow and progress in, to be short. Speaking of that, I started to feel like everybody wanted something from me. And this is part of what comes with being an influencer. But there was entirely too many fake relationships. And let me tell you this. Black people in general are some of the worst people to do business with. I'm just going to be straight up. Like the ones that seem to have proper business practices are the ones that have lived in countries like the United States or Britain. I can tell you guys from doing business just as, you know, maybe promoting or, you know, throwing events at places, just small stuff like that, not building apartments. I know you guys love real estate. I mean, that seems the only thing that goes through some of y'all's minds sometimes. But the exploitative culture that exists in Africa is not just significant, unique to Africans. It's also a offspin into Black Americans as well. That's why when some people say that we don't come from Africa, well, really, y'all ain't no fucking different. I can tell you the amount of times that I have had people that said, hey, come throw an event in my place. I know you're going to bring 200 people. You also will not get any commission off the food or drinks. And you will not, you can't really do anything. And you can charge for entry fee at the front door. But at the same time, you know, you have your reserve section where your event is at, and we're going to seat our customers that didn't pay to come to your event on your side. Yeah, that's how you do business. And honestly, you know, one of the only times that I was able to go to African countries and do business the right way, to be very fair and blunt, I don't give a damn about how you feel about it. It was with Indians. You know, more often than not. Were there Black Africans in Africa that I did successful business with? Absolutely. Nelvin Chuma is my tailor that I was able to successfully market his clothes, and it was a fair deal. But the majority of the time, I mean, I don't know if these people think I'm like low IQ or I'm just a fucking idiot or something.
Yes,
but they think that I would
they-
just take
they
anything
think- we think
for
you're
nothing.
respectful.
And that's the culture in Africa is you're supposed to give. You're supposed to take, and give as little as possible. And if it's very possible, don't give anything. I remember there was a channel that interviewed me in Kenya. This channel, I believe, had over 2 million subscribers on their channel. And they sent a team to my apartment to interview Bobby and I. And they came with the nice cameras. They came with the lights. And there was a guy that interviewed us. Very nice guy, very nice team. Posted the video. And then I was like, oh, okay, got some good, it was a good, it wasn't a hit piece. It was a very positive video about us. Then I got to looking at the channel. 2 people that I know have been on this channel, and another person that I know of, never met, has been on this channel. And these people were all invited to the studio of this content creator. And the person that interviewed them was, I'm assuming, is the owner of this channel. So then I started thinking to myself, wait a minute. Every single video is at the studio, and the owner interviewed them. But why is Bobby and R's interview at my apartment interviewed by somebody that's not the same person that's in all the other videos? So basically what was happening was another bullshit ass culture thing. Let me we know your name holds some weight. You got some clout. We know if we do an interview on you, we're going to get some views and we're going to make a couple $100 and maybe even a couple thousand, whatever it is, or something's going to happen that's to the benefit of you. I didn't really benefit from the interview too much. It was good content for my channel, but I don't really give I have thousands of videos. I don't need any new content. And let me not associate myself with you. Let me give as much plausible deniability as possible. Send somebody else to your place. They interview you. You won't be talking to me. You won't come to my studio. So that way,
I'm just listening to this ugly American rhetoric because this is insane. But you know what? He doesn't see anything wrong with what he's doing. He feels like he's being wronged. What do you say to a person like that? What do you say to Auston Holleman? Like, because he legit sees it his way. He doesn't see anything he did wrong. Like, you can't talk to this guy. He's too far gone.
if somebody says, hey, are you associated with this person? You can say no. Hey, nothing to lose, no sleep behind, just part of the negative energy that I was starting to notice. As I said before, I'm a travel content creator. And this isn't, has nothing to do with the people of Africa, but, traveling around Africa, as you guys may know it.
You know who's a real travel content creator? I hate to be petty, but I Show Speed. I Show Speed is the very textbook definition of a travel content creator. Be like I Show Speed. Don't be like Auston Holleman. Come on.
Especially if you're a very honest person, is literally something to go broke behind. right? Like right now, I was able to fly from Nairobi, Kenya to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for around $600. Okay, if I want to go from here to Vietnam, it's literally like $90. Okay, that's a pretty decent amount for the flight that you're going. If you wanted to go from Nairobi to Tanzania, it's $400 and it's like an hour flight. You want to go from Nairobi to Ethiopia, it's $600. So it's $600 to go to a neighboring country in Africa when it's $600 to fly to the other side of the damn world, right? You know, I mean, it took us 30 hours to get over here. It would take you 2 hours to get to Addis Ababa from Nairobi. So on top of all this other stuff that's happening, we start talking about, listen, I'm a content creator, right? I can't record nowhere in Africa. I can't travel without running out of damn money. And then when I get to these places, people are trying to use me left and right. So with that being said, if it's cheaper to travel in Asia, Latin America, or Europe, and I don't have the same take mentality when I try to integrate fully into the society, what would you do? And not only are the flights cheap in continents like Asia and Europe and, somewhat of Latin America, but especially in the United States, overall, the cost of living is going to be significantly cheaper. And is this a deal breaker for me? No, I already knew that places like Kenya and Namibia were significant or slightly more expensive than places like Asia, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. I already knew that. I moved to places like Nairobi, Kenya, and I spent a good amount of time in Namibia because I felt at home there. But generally speaking, I love the people there, and I still do love the people there. But the pros have started to be outweighed by the cons. And yes, I don't mind paying a little extra to be where I want to be, but when we start adding these things on top, and then we start looking at places like Sri Lanka, which I'm not considering living in, but if we start looking at places like Sri Lanka, where I was there for 3.5 weeks, and I rode around on the Ubers, their version of Uber all day, and I spent $80 in 1 month. In a place like Kenya, where you ride around moderately, it was costing me $200 a month. Not that big of a difference, but when we start adding all these pros and cons on top of each other, this is another icing on the cake. You can get a lot more bang for your buck in Asia. On top of that, if you guys have not noticed, if you've been paying attention to my videos, my priorities have started to change, right? I used to be basically, if you want to call, I hate saying this word, but playboy, Auston that goes around to different countries approaching women online.
I think what it is, Nick, I think that Brazil, that fiasco in Brazil seriously harmed this man's reputation because everybody sees him coming a mile away. Like that interaction in Brazil, I just think did long-term deep damage to his reputation, to him as a man, how people are ready to receive him, because they already got their mind made up based off what happened in Brazil when they come across this guy. So I think that did long-term damage to him as a person and as a creator that he will not overcome no time soon. Like he would have to go away for some years and, come back on some other stuff for that to no longer be an issue, but it's always going to be an issue. Everything on the internet is pretty much forever.
Live streams and trying to run the body count up, essentially, which I did. And now I have said to myself, I don't want to do that anymore. When I come across somebody that is fit for me, I'm going to take the opportunity. And I did. Remember, I went to Namibia, which is where I met Z. And so that has entirely shifted my mindset to want something more stable. Now I do care about the extra money that I'm spending in Africa when I could be somewhere else spending less. Now I do care about having a bunch of fake ass motherfuckers around me that probably end up killing me one day. Because it's not just my safety anymore, it's her safety. If I want a family, these are things that I have to think about. So again, the priorities have changed in this time, and I can thank Africa for that, because one thing that I have told you guys before is that Africa will mature you, because there is a lot of nonsense going on there that you wouldn't know until you went there. And going through hardship and a lot of life experiences will make you grow.
I'm curious, not to be petty, but has O'Shea reached out to Auston? Because this was the guy O'Shea was propping up to be the next face of the space. Did y'all forget so quickly? This was O'Shea's pick, y'all. This was his number 1 draft pick to be the face of that space, to lead y'all to the promised land. And look how he just fumbled and stumbled and tripped and fell over and spilled over and dropped, right?
Grow up pretty fast if you don't know. So with all that being said, I'm pretty sure you guys have a gist of exactly why I made this video. I mean, I felt like it was starting to get unsafe. God was telling me that through my income, my viewership going down, my safety, the people around me, that it was time to do something else. I've done a pretty good job promoting places like Kenya and Namibia, and many other places throughout Africa. Did I like them all the same? No, but I think I did a good job combating the National Geographic narrative at HIV, mosquitoes, and lions running around in somebody's backyard. What is next for me then? Well, I'll tell you this right now. What's next is whenever I go back to Kenya, I'm going to have to sell all my stuff and I'm going to have to get the hell out of there. I'm going to have to make it permanent that I don't, because I'm trying to hold on to Kenya, right? This isn't just about Kenya. I'm living in Kenya. That's why I'm saying that. I'm trying to hold on to Kenya as much as I can. That's why when I went and got Z, we came back to stay in Kenya. I said, hey, we're going to be based out of here. And then when that gecko incident happened, I said, you know what? I think it's time to go. My views are already down. Random BS is starting to come out of nowhere. Nothing wrong with the people of Kenya, but my time is up. And if I keep ignoring signs, it's going to get worse and worse. And it might be something that I can't reverse. So we're going to be continuing our journey.
Okay, well, I guess he's starting to slowly wake up. I guess it took for him to get a woman. See how this works? So it finally took for him to get a woman, and for him to finally understand that you as the leader, there's decisions that you make or the decisions that you don't make can affect her as well. So for the first time in his life, it seems that now he's thinking for two instead of just for one. But it took for him to get a woman to come to this maturation, this mode of enlightenment. That red pill shit don't work. Because I tell you guys all the time, all it takes for you to meet the right one, not the right one, but the right one for you at whatever time that you're in your life ready to receive her. And that shit will change. You will change your thinking. Okay, let's continue.
Will I be back to Africa to visit? Hell yeah, absolutely. I have to. On top of that, I will be back to visit. But I don't have to stay. The mistake that I was making was overstaying my welcome in Africa, generally speaking. So we're going to go on another journey around the world again. And this time, I feel like God sent me to Africa so I could meet somebody that I'm going to start a family with. And now I'll be redoing the same journey with different intentions with someone with me. So I just felt the need to give that update because not everybody watches my live streams. And I wanted to come out directly and clearly say this all in one breath in one video. So if you guys enjoyed that, leave a like, make sure you are subscribed. And if you guys want to see my live streams that I do on a daily basis, walking around Asia where nobody's stopping me from recording.
All right, so he's going to go back to Asia. Okay, it's a safe bet. It's either that or Latin America. And I think, Asia is more the content is going to get bigger numbers.
It'll be on kick.com/Auston Holleman. Kick.com/Auston Holleman. Yeah. That's where you can keep up with me in real time. Will I still be posting travel videos here? Yeah. But my content being Afrocentric is going to have to come to an end simply not because it's not benefiting me. It's because it's working against me. Okay? So anyway, I love you guys. I love you.
All right, so the money getting low. Okay, the money getting low. Y'all ain't seen his little girlfriend? Now, I know at one point he was fake see, here we go.
Guys, I know some of y'all study my life so closely and y'all want to know the latest update because some of these guys would die without seeing Auston and Z's chronicles around the world. So we're back out here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, sitting in the nice sun with our shades on with a Honolulu flower in her hair. And
I will take him serious if he marries this woman. Now, y'all jet setting and globe trotting is cool, it's cute. I don't take you serious until that paperwork gets involved. I don't take no couple serious until paperwork gets involved. I don't want to hear shit about no private marriage contracts. Ain't no bitch about to marry you with a private marriage contract. Please stop that nonsense. You gonna come right with the right paperwork from the state, or it's not gonna happen. But let's continue. That's his little girlfriend.
We are enjoying ourselves. So if you want to dedicate any live streams to this, go right ahead. Here, take a thumbnail shot right there. Go. Let's give him a thumbnail shot. Come on. All right, yeah, thumbnail shot right there. Yeah. So we just got our tickets to the next country. Z is actually a digital nomad. Yeah. And we are so blessed to be out here in Asia right now. We are living our best lives, enjoying the great people here in Malaysia. They have some great people out here.
Yeah, they do have nice
very,
people.
Very friendly people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I thought it couldn't get any better, but it does get better here in Malaysia. And tonight we're going to go shoot some pool with some friends. If you guys know Terry that was out there in Kenya with me, he's a big advocate for Malaysia. So I'm gonna see if he can bring just in case, some people, I want to make sure they get a good thumbnail. So let's hold each other right here.
Hey, this how y'all get when y'all get your first real girlfriend. Hey, this how y'all be when y'all get your first real girlfriend. This is Mattel's My First Girlfriend. This how y'all be when y'all get your first girlfriend, your first real girlfriend. Hey, this is so cute.
This part's forever. Just make sure I can hold her in the air. I can throw her around. clearly. And she thinks that I'm so funny. Do you guys see how she's laughing? She thinks that I'm so funny. Here, let's go over here. Let's go over here with a light a little better. I'm sorry. Let's restart that. Let's just make sure they got a good thumbnail right here. And they can know that. Look her up. She's nice and happy. She thinks I'm so funny. And yeah, you know.
Why would they want a thumbnail of you, sir? God bless him, man. He a little slow. He is a little slow. He a little touched. But God bless him, y'all. God bless him. All right. Hopefully he learned his lesson, and take it serious and whatever, But like I said, it's his first real girlfriend, so until paperwork gets involved, I don't believe it. All right. Okay. Last two topics. Let me get out of here and get ready and go prepping for my game. So let's do YouTube versus Netflix. This is the new. Oh no. Let's do the other Hollywood stuff first. Let's do this first. YG has been detained. Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate that. YG's been picked up for the possible murder of Draco. Let's go. YG, y'all. YG got picked up. Did he do it? Hey, Texas, what are they saying? Heard this was coming down from the pipeline for Draco. Draco's murder. Okay. All right. So maybe, let's go to Twitter, see what they say on Twitter. Let's see what they say on Twitter. Because that's where all the news, the real news is at. Truth be told, the streets say he did it. Shit. That's not good. California Highway Patrol and SWAT team. Ooh. Executed a search warrant on property owned by in Burbank. Briefly detained them. Search warrant is part of an investigation in 2021 killing Draco. Though rumored to be involved in Draco's stabbing at the once. Okay, that's right. He did get stabbed up. YG's never been charged. He has maintained that he had nothing to do with the murder. Even addressing it on the new song. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Been saying this for about a month now. When that Rico hit LA, let's see how Whack 100 and all these LA podcasters handle that paperwork party. Whack gonna be okay. Whack is Whack gonna be all right. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Whack. Flacco been telling them it was coming. Blame Munchie B. I remember that. Okay, because yeah. Okay. Detained during search, not arrested. An already released case has been open since December 2021 with 0 charges filed against anyone. Timing right before the YG versus the game versus tonight is crazy, but so far it's just a warrant execution. Still waiting on evidence after 4 years. Who asked for this? YG has maybe 2 or 3 legit hits. How they gonna just disrespect the game's catalog like that? Wow, that's crazy. That's a tough cover. Yeah, I like this. This cover is that's tough. That's tough. That looks good. That's a good pick. Like y'all checking for this? I'll be at my game. So, okay. All right. Let's continue. YG has more than okay, I got you. Okay. I'll give no more than 4. I could have swore I said 4. Let's go take a look. And when I say hits, I don't mean urban. So you sound like an urban person, respectfully. So a hit to you means what the streets like or what they play in the black clubs. It's not a hit, sir. When I talk hits, I talk mainstream. So let's go take a look at YG's catalog. YG mainstream songs. Let's see here. I know. Hey man, listen. That's what it's okay. I got time. Okay. Tooted and Booted, yeah. I don't know about all these other ones though. My nigga, yeah. So let's go here. 15 best YG songs ranked. This was a day ago. Non-essential. Okay. So you're telling me YG has enough hits to warrant a versus against The Game? Wow. Okay, so let's go here. Where we at? YG featuring Ty Dolla $ign, Tooted and Booted. That's a hood classic. This is not a mainstream hit. Can we agree on that? Can we agree that I'm sure that most of these songs listed, these are urban hits. These are not mainstream hits. But we'll do streaming numbers as well. Yeah, this is some hood shit, man. But okay, come on, let's continue. YG featuring J-Rock and Schoolboy Q, I Just Wanna Party. What does that even sound like? Hope I don't run into my enemies. That dog licking. That's not a hit, sir. Shoreline Mafia, Hollywood. How does this go? Let's take a listen. West, South Central, all the way to Sunset. From Boston, all the way to Sunset. These are all urban. Oh my God, you people don't know what a hit is. Okay. Featuring Drake, Why You Always Hating. Let's take a listen. All up in my face, you're not from the clique. Give me space. Half these songs you ain't never heard of unless you're out here. Only reason I even know of these songs because I'm in California. These are not hits, sir. At least not what the true definition of a hit. What is this? YG featuring Slim 400, Twisting My Fank. Okay, we know that's. I can tell you that's not a hit off the top. Go Loco because of Tyga. This was only a big deal because the Mexicans got mad. The essays got mad because they felt like y'all was making fun of the essays. And Tyga had to issue an apology. Does that still make it a mainstream hit? That's debatable. Okay, I'll give you this one. But the essays got mad at this video. Matter of fact, where is it part at? Yeah, they got mad. It goes hard though. It's a hard record. I like this record. It's an urban hit. Is it a mainstream hit? I don't know. But I like this record though. Every blue moon I hear it in Planet Fitness. Okay, let's see. Really be smoking and drinking. Let's take a listen. Traffic with Tupac blasting. Where the bitches smoking. And I really. That's not a hit. That's for damn sure not a hit. I don't give a who you got on the track, man. Quit playing with me, man. Let's see. Big Bank. I remember half these songs. Birthday party in a Phantom. Big shit like a dinosaur did it. It's all West Coast stuff. This is all mob music, man. Come on, stop playing with me, man. This is majority mob music stuff. And you normally from the Bay, you play that mob music. That's not even SoCal shit, man. Don't talk to me, man. We're talking about the hits. This song is good. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked. It's all mob music. Come on, let's not do this, man. Let's not do this. Okay, this is a legit hit. He has 2 legit hits. This is 3. That's 3. He has 3 hits. Eating crab out of Malibu. You ain't never heard that record. He got 3 legit hits. Didn't stump him because that's disrespect. Whoa. It's all mob music. Spears will be set. I'm just thinking. It's gangbang music. Come on, stop. He got 3 legit hits. He got 3 legit hits. Yeah, that's a Jeremiah record. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So really 2. Man, come on, stop this nonsense, man. Stop this nonsense. He got 2 legit hits outside of gangbang and mob stuff, outside of LA, outside of the West Coast. He got 2 legit. Matter of fact, let's look at his streaming numbers. Yeah, YG streaming numbers. You know what? I would agree. I would agree with Rich Homie Quan. I would agree. Let's look at these streaming numbers. Wow. So, total as of July 21st, total of 9.3 billion streams altogether. Total. These are his top streaming songs. Altogether is 9.3 billion streams. Now, I could be petty and say, boy, it took him 366 songs to hit 9.3 billion streams. He doesn't even chart in the top 20. When's the last time you seen YG chart in the top Spotify streams? He's not even top 50. Come on, let's not do this. I'll tell you what. Let's at the layout. Where does rapper YG rank in stream numbers? Let's do that. Streams on Spotify. Oh, goodness. YG typically ranks outside the top 1,000 most streamed artists globally on Spotify, hovering around 1,040 to 1,100. Okay. 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 Shall I continue? Shall I continue? Shall I continue? Where's homie at? Hey, where's homeboy at? Come on, don't leave. Hey, homeboy, come back. Hey, come back. Don't leave. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? It's a CDCR music. Hey, listen. You know how long it's been since I've been locked up? It was 2020. I didn't even know they changed it to CDCR. I'm used to saying CDC. That's how long ago it was for me, right? Someone had to correct me, like, yo, it's last called the CDCR. I'm like, really? I didn't know. I'm used to it being called the CDC. That's how long ago it's been for me. But nonetheless, where homeboy at? Did he leave? Did he leave? He left already? Yeah, don't leave. This is where YG ranks. Hey, okay. I got time. Shit. You bring up a point. All right, I'm gonna challenge your point. I will do that. Okay. Okay, over that. Let's go YouTube versus Netflix. This is a really, really big deal. Oh, wait. Okay, before I go Netflix, YouTube. Okay, let's go here first. Do you want a RoboCop TV series? And I'm talking not the new version of RoboCop that came out a few years ago. I want the old 87 Peter Weller, Paul Verhoeven vibe. Gritty, bloody, violent, political, right? We're getting a RoboCop TV series, y'all, from James Wan. James Wan, this is the man, the Asian guy that gave us Aquaman, that hit $1 billion. This is the guy that gave us the Conjuring series, right? James Wan, him and James Blumhouse, horror kings right now, right? So, RoboCop coming to Prime Video, a new 8-episode series based on the movie franchise. So, Amazon and Blumhouse, Atomic Monster, greenlit. Okay. So we're going to get that old RoboCop vibe back, which sorely is needed. Okay, so Peter Ocko, best known for his work on Lodge 49 and Pushing Daisies, will serve as executive producer, showrunner, and writer for the upcoming Prime video series. James Wan, yeah, that's right, he did do Saw. Damn. He will EP through Blumhouse Atomic Monster alongside Michael Clear and Rob Hackett. Okay. I've been a massive fan of RoboCop forever, so getting to help bring this world to television is a dream. That's what James Wan said. What Paul Verhoeven created in 1987 was decades ahead of his time, and the questions about technology, identity, and who corporations really serve have only grown more urgent. Yes. Right? The whole thing is, who owns RoboCop? Right? Was he autonomous, or did he belong to OCP? Man. And then all the political satire strewn throughout, right? And then how the old man from OCP brought in Clarence Boddicker to kind of ramp up the crime so OCP can lower the property value of old Detroit. Oh my goodness, yeah. If it's in this vein, yes, I'm sold. I can't wait for this. If they're gonna do it the right way. Yeah, that's the only way to do it, in that vein. Now let's go here real quick. For all you IMAX people, I'm getting a lot of comments about Sly, you missing out on IMAX. Listen, so this is the IMAX screen, okay? This is how big the IMAX screen is, and I'm telling you right now, it's like a luxury item. Because what happens when it comes to your TV, you can have a 70-inch TV. I don't care what it is, 4K, OLED, all that. You're not going to get that same IMAX experience. So now, are you paying for the IMAX for the experience of seeing an IMAX? Cool, but don't act like it's the end-all be-all. It costs too much money. It's not feasible. It's actually losing you money. So this is the standard screen here. And then the other screens, AMC, Universal, City Walk in Hollywood. Here's Universal City. So this is how much screen real estate you get at AMC on IMAX, right? These are the baby IMAXs, right? There's your compared to your Dolbys, and this is the Lincoln Square, which is a true IMAX. I get all that, but what you gonna do when it comes home to you in streaming? Then what? How am I missing out? Missing out on what? What am I missing out on? Did you go see Sinners in IMAX? Probably not. So what did I miss out on? That's exactly Hatched. It's a Louis Vuitton bag. It's a Michael Kors bag. Exactly. That's all it is status. That's all it is. And y'all falling for this shit every fucking time. You're not gonna go watch every movie in IMAX. You a damn lie. You's a liar if you're gonna sit here and tell me you're gonna I only watch it in IMAX. You's a liar. You're a liar. What am I missing out on? This is nothing but a super grift. I'm not mad at the grift. Get the grifting. What am I missing out on? Exactly. First of all, y'all was saying the movie theaters were dead. I'm like, no. Right? Well, hey, you might as well bring back the drive-in theater. Since I'm missing out on so much, then bring back drive-in theaters. I would rather go pay my monies and watch a movie at a drive-in. I grew up in that era. I remember watching The Thing with my dad at the drive-in. I remember watching Jaws at the drive-in theater. Shit. It was The Thing. It was Jaws. It was like another movie. Bring back the drive-in theaters. That wasn't cost effective neither. So what am I missing out on? Exactly. Okay. Okay. That's great. Good for you. I'm not into all that. Okay? Doesn't move me. All right? I don't even watch the shit in 3D like that. Man, I went to go see I seen Avatar in 3D and regular. I was like, you know what? Even the 3Ds ain't what it used to be. Even the 3D's been watered down. Remember how 3D was as a kid versus what you see now? I remember Jaws in 3D. And I remember that person's arm with the arm bone sticking out. Like I could literally feel like it was going to poke me in the face. Today's 3D is trash. It's watered down. It's watered down. But y'all got it, man. This is this is exactly what this is, a status symbol. Now everyone's bragging about going to go see certain movies in IMAX. Okay, that means you got more disposable income to play with. Good for you. I'd rather spend my money elsewhere. I'm cool with the PFL, the Dolby. I'm cool. It ain't that deep for me. Because once again, what you going to do when it comes to your TV via streaming service? Okay. Once again, do what thou wilt. I'm telling you what's for me. So this is what it looks like. For those that if you've never been to an IMAX, this is the view. I'm not mad. But guess what? This ain't economically feasible. And you mean to tell me some of these movies come out, if I don't get these tickets right then and there before it comes out a year from now, I'll lose this. I won't be able to get the seats. Like that's nothing but a grift. That's nothing but social engineering in real time, and everybody's falling for it, and rightfully so. I'm not mad. But just a year ago, motherfuckers was trying to argue and debate me that movie theaters were dying. Now all of a sudden it's IMAX. Okay. In less than 2 years' times, huh? Okay. Fair enough. Now let's get to wait, let me go here first. So now we back on the all-white Lord of the Rings. Let's go.
World, your fantasy is for not to be black people there.
I don't think we're doing we will be doing a politically correct, somehow just casting for the sake of casting and ticking boxes version of the film. So it's where relevant, basically.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, it's fucking rude.
It's not rude, it's racist.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, these motherfuckers are fairies and demons. Whenever there is a black actor in something, the assumption is always that it's a ticking of a box situation.
Yeah, right.
It is a turnoff for me as someone who, by the way, supported and watched the whole Lord of the Rings franchise. I don't know if it would have bothered.
Okay, maybe I'm different. When I used to watch those movies, I never thought, well, where are the black people at? I'm like, okay, this is y'all version of Middle Earth. That's how Tolkien was a low-key racist. J.R.R. Tolkien did not like people of color per se, right? And I used to watch this shit. I still watch the Two Towers. It's probably my favorite one, right? The Two Towers. And I never once be like, nah, or we always go with the typical trope, all the orcs were black people. Yeah. Same thing with Star Trek. The black people are Klingons because they're always angry and hypersexual. So, oh no, we're in their movies as stereotypical tropes, you know? So are we not in the movies or not? I mean, are we there or not? You just want to see somebody, without the makeup on, with elf ears and whatever. I get all that, but yeah, man, I never watched Lord of the Rings. Like, dang, we wonder all the black people. I'm like, it's Middle Earth. That's how they see it. Because if I ever make a movie, ain't gonna be nothing but muscular women. I'm sorry, that's the universe I would live in. You skinny, big girls, you don't exist. You nothing but snooze, and She-Hulks. Okay, Amazons would be running all through my movie. Like, damn, Sly, where's Sly found all these jacked women at? That's all I care about in my movie. I'm just saying. So I personally don't care. I don't care.
Bothered me if it was all white and he didn't say this. It's not unusual for black people to watch all white shows. We have to, because there wouldn't be anything for us to watch, because there's not a ton of all black ensemble casts in every type of genre.
I think all the time about like what we put in the pantheon of great movies. I don't think people are upfront with themselves about who these movies actually are for and why they actually like them.
Right. The reason you're black woman and the seemingly gay black man involved in discussion of color casting in movies. Okay, I'm over it. I'm over it. Please hit the like button. Y'all being hella disrespectful. Shout out to all you hate watchers. I used to say don't watch me, but now I'm like, I changed my mind. The wife had a talking to me. Like, yes, please hate watch me because you have nothing else better to do. Whatever I'm doing, I'm better at it than you. So yes, continue to hate watch me. Yes. Okay, let's go here. This is all about celebration of Travis Scott. It's all about Travis Scott Appreciation Day. And that's what we're going to do today. Appreciate Travis Scott. He's come a long, long way. I want to run another victory lap because I told y'all this man was going to be an international superstar after the Astroworld shit took place. He fulfilled his contract. He did a great job offering up souls for the sacrifice. He did an excellent job. He never folded. He never told nobody. He stood firm. He's in good standing. Congrats to him. That's how you played this game. But a lot of people died. Hey. You want to be famous and rich or not? You want your kids to, have a G-Wagon at 16 or you don't? Got to get your hands dirty. I have nothing bad to say about Travis Scott. Let's continue. This is Travis Scott, the Appreciation Hour. Let's go.
Is amazing. I'm pretty sure all these people are like straight thespians, and it was something I aspired to be when I was a kid. To go through that zone and process to see how they work and things come to life and how they treat, waking up at 5 a.m. and, leaving at 5 p.m. or 3 p.m., whatever it is, every day, even just the things that they went through shooting that movie, like everything.
Hey, if you've seen The Odyssey, a man, a trick, a fleet. hey, I don't think people understand, Travis Scott gonna be forever immortalized in a Christopher Nolan film, man. I don't think people really understand that stamp of approval. You good. Christopher Nolan blessed you. Hey, come be in my movie. I don't give a fuck about the screen time. Just come be in my movie. Be the first image. What's the first image you see watching The Odyssey? It is him. The first character you see is him. Let's continue.
It's so real. I, praise what they do. It actually took me to another place okay, wow. Yeah, this isn't the studio. Even to be in the movie is amazing. I'm pretty sure all.
Okay. Once again, this is Travis Scott Appreciation Hour segment. I'm here for it. I love this shit. I'm loving it. I am so genuinely happy for him.
As oral formulaic poetry. Yep. Homer's story was passed down as oral formulaic poetry.
All those white dudes got mad. We got a rapper in the movie. What you think rap is? It's poetry. Goofy ass Neanderthal. It's poetry.
Yep. Which is really fascinating. It's the idea that bards have just, riffed on this and kind of, freestyled it and everything. But they'll always talk about Yugoslav folk poets from the 1920s or whatever. They don't look at rap. They don't look at a guy like Travis Scott. And that's why I've got Travis in the movie, because it's
starting the first voice you hear is his telling this story. It was incredible.
When I was thrilled he would come to do it, but he got it immediately. It's no, this is how this story's been handed down.
Yes. This is how Hollywood wants to move forward. Okay, I'm sorry if you grew up and you grew up with your daddy watching John Wayne and Clint Eastwood. No more. Hollywood's going in a different direction. The first image voice you see in this man's movie is a black man. Let that resonate. Let that sink in. Hip hop being represented in the highest form possible in a Christopher Nolan movie. But let's continue.
Have that in our culture today.
You have
it's
to
such
tell
an
me.
important part of the culture. Homer's story was part.
Don't y'all remember he's on the Tenet soundtrack too? That first Tenet trailer, it was a Travis Scott record. Come on, man. Let's not do this. Yo, Magic, thank you for the 5. I like how they use Travis Scott's voice in the background during that. Man, let them... let these white folk be mad. I'm loving it. Their tears are delicious. And look at God. See how God blessing this man. Travis Scott signed a first look deal with Paramount. Look how God blessing this man. Okay? As he prepares to release his next album, the partnership signals an even bigger creative vision that could reshape how his music is experienced. Okay. See how God blessed this man? Right? Secured a first look deal with Paramount. The agreement allows Scott and his team to develop projects across film, television, theater, and other forms of entertainment, with Paramount receiving the first opportunity to produce or distribute them. Racist Paramount. I know. 15 minutes. Evil racist MAGA supporter David Ellison is making this possible for this black man. Let's continue. All right. Scott described the partnership as an opportunity to create ambitious films and bring original ideas to a studio willing to take creative risks. Yes? I know. Okay. All right. This is the Travis Scott Appreciation Hour. Let's continue. What is the last one? You already had this one? Okay, let's go here.
It's lit. I think it's like an ad-lib, and I want to maybe Antidote. I feel like it might have been Antidote. I'm the highest in the room. I was so turned this day and excited. It's the first thing that came to my mind, and I think I screamed it so loud it sounded like I was like yelling in a high-pitched voice, and yeah, I haven't let it go since. It's lit. I think it's
okay. I'll leave it at that. I don't think he has different aspirations. He has different aspirations. He doesn't want the headache. I think he's beyond that. Like, he's in another, between him and Kanye, man. Because he directs his own videos too. So Travi be behind the cameras as well. So I could definitely see him venturing off and getting into more of the Hollywood scene as far as a creative. You can just kind of tell he has different aspirations. Like, him and Kanye kind of have the same pathway to a certain extent. I mean, both of their shows, their concerts are just extreme visual. They're visual concerts. It's just not a backing track and an instrumental, and you just walking back and forth across the stage. They give you a whole worldly view, actual show. So I think him and Kanye are kind of on the same path. They don't have no desire to be in nonsense with Jay. Do what Jay does. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't see it. He's an executive in his own right, but not to that extent. So, but I think him and Kanye will be the next leaders of thought, fashion. I mean, you could actually throw Playboy Cardi as in that as well. I mean, visually, musically, those three guys pretty much are the next wave of, thinkers and just influencers. Real influencers. I'm not talking on YouTube shit. And speaking of YouTube, let's get to YouTube versus Netflix. There's a battle brewing now. Okay, so let me find it. Okay. So what's happening is YouTubers have the option to stay with YouTube or leave and go to Netflix and actually get into Hollywood. All right, so let's go here. To Netflix or not Netflix, creators are increasingly finding themselves with real distribution choices. Two shows that debuted recently highlight this shift. The Pete Davidson show that premiered on Netflix on January 30, and Friends Keep Secrets featuring Lil Dicky and super producer Benny Blanco. Both shows target a similar audience. They blend humor with inside jokes about friendships, fame, and the creative process. Let's see here. Where things get interesting is the distribution strategy. These two shows couldn't be more different. Pete Davidson chose the traditional Hollywood route. Netflix pays up front for the show, funds production, and exclusively licenses the content. In exchange, creators get guaranteed money, platform promotion, and immediate reach through Netflix's built-in audience. The only downside to this, you don't get residuals. You don't get residuals with Netflix. You get a big-ass check up front. Let's continue. Friends Keep Secrets chose the creator economy route. The show primarily lives on YouTube, one of the most high-profile original formats currently emerging on the platform. My assumption is the creators took limited upfront money in exchange for creative control, ownership, and much greater long-term upside if the show grows. But YouTube comes with a different reality. Even with a well-known stars and celebrity guests like Selena Gomez, built-in audience isn't automatic. The algorithm heavily focuses on time spent, CTRs, and overall engagement. The first 2 episodes have combined for under 1 million views, and they have less than 60,000 subscribers for their channel. Okay. I asked one of our in-house YouTube experts why he thought the numbers were lower than expected given how strong the content is. His response, the opening isn't optimized for YouTube. On the platform, you have to lock viewers in within the first 30 to 45 seconds. That's the trade-off creators now face. Netflix offers guaranteed money and distribution. YouTube offers ownership, control, and upside. Both paths have real advantages, and it will be fascinating to watch how these shows evolve over time. Listen, Netflix is another stepping stone to a Paramount, to a Universal, to a Sony. That's the bigger play. Okay? YouTube, man, you know how YouTube is, man. It's the Wild Wild West. Anybody can get it. I personally would lean towards the Netflix. You know, if you're gonna use just as long as you use Netflix to move up, branch off, step up. If your goal is not to get to one of the 3 major studios, 4 major studios, then don't do the Netflix route. Netflix will get you there. Netflix is sometimey too. You'll have a great first season, and those return view numbers the churn gets too high. They'll cancel your season out the blue. Talking about we didn't get the numbers. We had too much churn. So there's downsides to both Netflix and YouTube. What happens if YouTube decides to demonetize your works? Then what? You understand? So me personally, I think Netflix is the bigger upside because it can lead to the major studios. YouTube, I mean, we got the Curry Barkers, but once again, everybody is trying to get to the major studios. No matter what the vehicle is, whether it's Netflix or YouTube, nobody's trying to stay at Netflix. Nobody's trying to stay on YouTube. The end goal is to get to a major studio, get a major production deal, and be in Hollywood. Weren't we just talking 2-3 years ago? Hollywood was dead. Hollywood's in trouble. And like, okay, Hollywood is a goddamn institution. It will never go away. Never. How else are they going to program the people to do what they want? You guys are paying $50 a ticket for IMAX tickets. Only Hollywood could have made you done that. Netflix can't make you go out and spend money for IMAX. Neither can YouTube. Only Hollywood could do that. What are we talking about? All right. Okay. That's my take on it. I gotta get out of here, get ready for this game. So, yeah. Thank everybody that came through. All you guys, everybody that super chatted. I appreciate you guys as always. Okay. And then with YouTube, like it's algorithm. That algorithm is if they push the button for you in your favor, you're great. But if you're not in their favor or you're not, what are you gonna do? You know, Netflix, like I said, the guaranteed money. You're gonna get the views. You're gonna get watched. You're gonna get on that opening banner. You understand? So. Hell yeah, I gotta stretch. I gotta take these motherfucking muscle relaxers. Shit, I'm about to go put in work. So, exactly. So, all right, I'm out of here. Catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's night. Oh wait. So this weekend we got the Errol Spence Tim Tszyu fight. That's Saturday. I'm going to see Spider-Man Saturday, and yeah. Okay, I'm out.